The following Let's Play has been rated for mature audiences only. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found... Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, I was in the middle of a trading quest and found out that in order to find some parts for some machine, I might have to be digging stuff up, and that made me think perhaps I should become an archaeologist. Originally, I was going to stick with being a cook, but then trying to become a cook, somebody told me I might have to trade, and that's how I started trading, and that's how I found out I might have to become an archaeologist. I feel conflicted. Like I said, I wanted to start off with being a cook and stay a cook. I wanted to find out... I wanted to get as much done with being a cook as possible, and then once I've done everything that I could as a cook, I would then try out another profession. But then it turns out that in order to finish the first quest, I might have to become other professions. I really hope that's not the case, because you would think with the very first quest that I could find, it would be simpler than that. I would be able to just... I really want to open that restaurant, basically. That's what the quest is. Help get the restaurant open. And that in itself was pretty complicated, because I have to like find a whole bunch of recipes, find a bunch of cooking stuff, and find ingredients. So it's a complicated first quest. This Tree of Life is obviously not a game for people who have never played this sort of game, and generally I don't play this sort of game. I tried playing Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, and I didn't enjoy it because it gave me too much to do and I got lost and I couldn't keep on a straightforward path, and it's because of Let's Playing that I wound up playing this game in the first place. I probably would have never played this game if it weren't for the fact that I was Let's Playing it. But here's where the conflict comes in. I'm playing along, I'm figuring out how interacting with people works, opening menus, or making the menu selections, and all that other stuff. And as I learn how talking to people works, I find myself enjoying the game, and I find myself going with the flow. Even though I wanted to stick with cooking, I find myself kind of interested in the idea of becoming an archaeologist. Even though, as I mentioned before, I am a terrible multitasker, and if I take on too many quests, I might wind up getting lost and forgetting important things. That is my main concern with this, is getting lost and stuff, with all the stuff there is to do. But yeah, I kind of want to stay a cook and try to do everything that I could with the cooking quest before moving on to other professions. But at the same time, I want to try out being an archaeologist and see where that takes me. Maybe that'll lead to another profession. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't go full circle because with all the professions in the game, because being a thief is the last thing I want to do. Literally, it's the last thing I want to do. So the dilemma is, do I stick to my guns and stay with being a cook? Or do I become an archaeologist and go with the flow? I have in my hand the answer to my problems. It is a coin. I am literally going to leave my life to chance. My virtual life in RPG Maker 3. Heads, I stay a cook and try to do everything I can with the cooking quest. Tails, I become an archaeologist and, you know, see where that takes me. So, I'm going to flip the coin right now. It came up tails. Well, there's my answer. I'm going to become an archaeologist. I was kind of leaning in that direction anyway. Cooking quest, definitely complicated. The trading quest, definitely complicated. I imagine the first archaeology quest is going to be also complicated. I was really hoping for some sort of introductory quest just to let me know how the game kind of works, but whatever. Let's see here. Nope, this is the church. What I want is this place right here, the Moyos Academy. This is where that old man was, who I talked to before, but because it's nighttime, he's probably not going to be here. Which is strange, because it was nighttime the last time I played. Then again, he was also kind of busy, so maybe he was in the middle of something and was going to go to bed after he figured out what he was going to do. I remember a bunch of people were talking about how late it was. So, I guess the next thing I'm going to do is go to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Here it is, morning, and I feel refreshed. Sorta. Let me pet my dog while I'm leaving. Pet him and move on. Does that actually do anything? I'm kind of curious about that. So, well, I'm rested in the game, but I'm not rested in real life. I'm actually kind of tired. My voice is already worn out. I'm actually thinking of not reading the dialogue out loud today, because I'm worn out. I would have liked to have waited before recording some more, but work is kicking my butt again, and I don't know how much rest I'm going to get. Apparently, I did not get enough rest today. So yeah, let us become an archaeologist and not actually read the dialogue out loud. Give my voice a chance to relax. This is not the place that I was supposed to be going to. And there's the old man. He doesn't look any older, which is good. Is this a thing? I can look at that. Let's look at it. Okay, I have a question. How long has Zoe been locked up in her house? Because, to my understanding, Mr. Tang has been dead for a while, and the tavern has been closed for a while, so it seems like she's missed out on a lot. Is that a pun? But I digest. It's actually but I digress, but we're talking about food, so maybe he actually did mean digest. By the time I was 16, I didn't really enjoy playing in the dirt anymore. When I was younger, I used to do that a lot, though. There's this tree outside here where I used to try digging in there, trying to look for gold. I once found something that looked like gold, but it was actually the root of the tree. Wow, you can flirt with the old man. This game has a lot of options. Wait, was Aratus one of the people who you could play as in the first game? Oh wait, that it answers my questions. We conquered the towers, as you know. So yeah, this was one of the characters you played as in Tree of Life, Shadow of the Towers. Which almost makes me wonder, why isn't this game called Tree of... or... I mixed up the titles, my mistake. Ursus Quest, Shadows of the Towers, and this game is Ursus Quest Tree of Life. So, it's taking place in the same world, and you meet some of the same characters. I think it would have been a little less confusing if this game was called Ursus Quest 2. Oh, so we've already been studying archaeology. That there is actually pretty cool. You know, sometimes I wonder, what would it be like to personally know a famous person? I wonder where 3 of the remaining heroes are. Have they died from old age or something? Alright, let's go ahead and check out this quest. Actually, they do. I found some of them. And there's like treasures that I couldn't unlock. Oh boy. Archaeology is going to lead into thievery, isn't it? Basic archaeology tools. So there was a basic trading badge or something, basic trading wage, and now there's basic archaeology tools. I imagine as you progress through the game and become better at your professions, you'll get better equipment. Oh boy, we get to do puzzles! Alright, so there's our first quest as an archaeologist. We are going to push a statue in the jail. That sounds fun. Though I should remind you that I am a 16-year-old girl, so I hope that statue is on wheels. Apparently the guy who let me into the jail before is no longer here. Unless he's here during the night. Either way, we got a shield that is actually a bell to ring. Well, it was a bell before. Ah, that guy is still there. Probably don't want to talk to him. Actually, I probably should. Tell him that this is official business and all that. Oh, I was expecting him to just repeat the same message over and over again. But then I apparently forgot that this is not a regular RPG. And this guy can apparently join me on a quest. But I don't need him yet. You know, let's try info. Oh, so apparently this particular character does not have as many possible branches as Maximilian, because this actually did lead directly into the result of the choice. There's plenty of room in her. Oh gosh, Tempest might die? Did she kill somebody? Also, if you kill anyone, get caught. So that's like 2 typos in the same message. And this is why I'm really don't want to become a thief yet, because of this. Also, from the sounds of it, my game might actually end at the guillotine. That's kind of interesting. So anyway, we should move this statue now. Yes. I'm curious what these basic tools can do in order to move this. Wow, they make it disappear! Apparently, despite the realistic graphics, this is still a video game RPG. Is there any place to keep track of this information? Maybe that mansion outside of town, or inside town, the one that led to another building with a crate that that was supposed to exist except it doesn't. So let's see here, breakable wall. Alright, onward! Keep an eye on the walls, there might be another breakable wall somewhere. That's not one. Sometimes I'll just do random checks. Ooh, treasure! Oh yeah, there was supposed to be like a test of quiz skills, something like that. So that's probably what's about to happen in here. Oh, there's a bigger treasure chest. Alright. Well, let's check the big chest first. Maybe it'll tell me what I need to do. Nope. Okay, that was interesting. I have never seen a chest close at the same time another one has opened. Well, I don't know what that puzzle was, but it was apparently easy. I was kind of hoping for like a ding-ding sound, but as a reminder, the memory for this game is completely full. I feel accomplished. The Book of Leviathan. Where is it? Also, Archaeology Kit 1. I just noticed that. Book of Leviathan. So it's not a key item, so it's probably a quest item that I'm not able to see. Which is unfortunate. And with that out of the way, we are going to go back into the academy and show this guy the Book of Leviathan. I hope it's a magic book, because that would be awesome. Let's see, I guess quest? Excuse me a sec, I need to write this down. No wait, no I don't. Actually I probably do because it might be relevant right now. Where's my pencil? Eventually I'll be able to refer to this in video form, but for now I'm gonna write it down because I might wind up needing that number in this very recording session. An int medal, awesome. Is it in here? Yep. So, could somebody explain to me, like O'Bright, what an int medal actually is? Well, there is a place that I know of to where I can actually use them, and this is this place over here, the Realty, which is also a shop. Remind me, what do you sell here? That stuff. Not that I can really afford anything just yet. Oh, there's another person here. Int points. You know, I really wish this game came with some sort of set of instructions. All it is the game, no readme or anything. I would have liked to have known what the int medals are for. I'm kind of hesitant to trade in the int medal because it might be useful for something else. Actually, I know it's for something else. My thief friend is able to melt them into gold for money or something. What are points? I'm going to choose that option because... well, I can trade them back. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save. And if something screws up, then I'll unsave. Alright, what does this do here? You gain 50 int points. Yeah, I don't get it. Out of curiosity. Alright, so I can do that if I want. But what are int points? Well, we're in the Realty, and there's a person standing here who is not the shopkeeper. Will you tell me something? Alright, so this seems like if you happen to choose that you're going to be a male, a boy rather, we're going to say a boy because, you know, we're still children after all. But if you chose to be a boy, it sounds like this person would not be joining your party. Alright, here we are. Let's see, you must defeat dangerous pests in area to earn int points to buy house. You have int point you give me. Machine over there only for cash and int medal for point. Wait, what? Machine over there. I wish you were more intelligent because you need to make more sense. Machine over there only for cash and int medal for point. Oh, she's saying the machine over there is only for cashing in. metals for points. As in, that's its only use and it's not used for anything else. Alright, so here's the next thing that I'm gonna definitely have to keep in mind. I have the int metal, and as far as I can remember, if I were to get another int metal, it would not replace this or stack up with it. It would... Okay, let me try that. It would replace it. So I still only have one. So, what I'm going to do here is do that. That way I have the points. And if I get another int metal... Wait, really? Really, RPG Maker 3? I can't scroll down over here simply because there's not an item under it? What happened to games that... If you tried doing that, it would shift you over to the side? Actually, I'm kind of curious. For now, I'll keep the int points because if I forget to trade the metal in later, and that might screw me over. But if I remember, next time I find out there's an int metal, I'm going to reload the save and find out what happens if I already have an int metal. Anyway, we have actually finished the first quest of the archaeology thing? Really? Man, becoming an archaeologist is a lot easier than becoming a cook or trader. Screw those other jobs. I'm gonna stick with archaeology.